we're back in Boracay. It's our first day and we took the early morning flight. And I've only had 3 hours of sleep, so if medyo lutang yung mga sasabihin ko mamaya, forgive me na lang. We're staying at one of my favorite places here, which is Discovery Shores. You can see it in the background. Super not sponsored, as in paying customers kami, pero babalik-balikan mo talaga kasi sobrang maalaga ng service nila. And ang dami nilang paandar na just elevates the experience. So if you guys are thinking about coming here, definitely check this place out. The agenda today is that we are gonna tan and chill. Okay, here's why. I'm gonna flash the photo here. And I posted a TikTok about it a few days ago. And when I saw that photo, I was like, kailangan ko na magpatan. So that is the agenda today. I'm gonna tan, although I'm gonna manage your guys' expectations because in my life experience, and I've had quite a few, what usually happens is I get red rather than getting dark. But we're not gonna give up. We're still gonna try. So I'm gonna try to tan a little bit, relax, and then we'll see what we get up to later. But I'll take you guys with me.
Still feel like I'm not enough for me.
This is the sinuglaw. And then this is the grilled squid. That's my favorite. It's so good. Really? This is my favorite beach food. Hey guys, we just got back to Manila. My energy is a little bit low. I was hit with something pretty bad while I was in Bora and I just couldn't function anymore. And it was one of the most extreme stomach pains that I've experienced. So I couldn't really do much else on the island. And we actually had to call the doctor and we were monitoring my blood and everything. And it was just super scary. So anyway, I'm back in Manila now and we're hosting and we're doing work today, so I'm gonna save my energy and then do work. Catch you guys later. guys, I'm getting ready to run some errands today, and I'm having some sort of like internal dialogue to allow myself to have a slow morning, because last week was really physically rough for me. As you guys saw in some of the clips, I couldn't record everything obviously, and you wouldn't have wanted to see it either. It was not a pretty sight. I only feel like I'm slowly starting to get back to my self, and not myself like emotionally. As you guys saw, I got sick on my beach trip, and it was really sad because that was meant to be like my birthday escape, but then I couldn't even enjoy it because almost half of the trip was just spent attached to an IV bag in bed. And the reason, like, I really thought long and hard if I even wanted to share that on here. And you know, sometimes you don't know where the line is, where, you know, what you want to share online, what you don't. But then I also kind of want to give you guys a reminder that just because you see these trips or you see people, whatever it is they share on social media, that's not always 100%. And that's the reason why I wanted to share that, because one, to give you guys context that not everything you see is the whole picture. And actually talking to my friends this past month, because we are all starting to get to or are at an age where some of my friends' parents are starting to get sick, and obviously that's not something they want to share online, nor should they have to. No one should be obligated to have to share things like that. But it's just a reminder that it's not the entire picture, and that, you know, sometimes we can let that affect whether it's your mental health or how you view these people or what your expectations of these people are. But then to remember that we're all human, and you know, as much as I really want to keep churning out content and I want to do a great job for you guys and I want to be able to, you know, be consistent, sometimes the universe has other plans and you just have to roll with the punches, and that's life. You know, that's how the cookie crumbles, and you just have to make the best of certain situations. So eventually, when I did start to feel better, I just went outside and sat out in the sun just so I could get some sunlight and like breathe in some ocean air. But aside from that, I really didn't accomplish much on that trip, and it's really sad because you guys know how much I love the beach and like I love being by the ocean. But of course, at the end of the day, health always comes first, so that is obviously what is the number one priority. Anyway, I also don't want to pinpoint and throw anyone under the bus, because I have a strong idea of what I feel upset my stomach. But again, I don't have evidence and I don't want to point the blame, because these things happen in life. So we're just gonna keep it on and try to be a little bit more careful. You know, when you go through something so physical and then medyo may takot ka na. So now I'm just so afraid this whole week, or even mas lalo na last week, I don't want to eat anything. I always have crackers in my bag. I'm always like eating bread and bananas, and I'm slowly starting to reintroduce simple like noodles or soup into my diet. But like every bite may halong fear, may halong takot. But the reason why I wanted to have matcha today, kasi iba na rin talaga yung pagkalutang ko this morning. You know how sometimes there are mornings when you wake up tapos sobrang sarap ng gising mo. You're like, yes, naka 8 hours, naka 9 hours, kung anumang ilang oras yung kailangan mo. Alam mong sobrang recovered. Kasi alam mo yung ibang umaga parang medyo tulala ka pa, mabagal ka pa kumilos. Yeah, that was me this morning. I was like, what's happening? Ang dami kong nababagsak, yung mga ganon. So anyway, sabi ko, it's time to call in the big guns. Matcha na to. Sa totoo lang, hindi ko naman talaga kailangan mag-makeup today, but I'm just doing it to cheer myself up. Sometimes, even if I'm not feeling it internally, naglalaro ako ng makeup, but somehow, bubuhayan din ako a little bit. This is another palette that I really love. I can't remember if I got this in Taiwan, or Korea, or Japan. Di ko na alam. Pero 3CE style Nanda siya, in the shade. Ouch! Ang sakit mo. See, sabi sa inyo, naipit ko yung sarili ko. Matcha pa. A Shy Ash. Ang maganda naman kasi sa makeup, guys, kung nagkamali or kung pangit, di burahin. Diba? Mahirap ba yun? Pag hilamos ka, kung pangit, hindi lang naman. Anyway, it's been a while. I finished The Silent Patient. I think some of you commented in the last video. If you guys saw the last video, you know where this book came from and who I'm gonna be returning it to. It is such an interesting way in which the story was laid out. Although I will say, I don't know if I'm starting to hone a skill of predicting what's gonna happen in the end. All the rest was a surprise, and I really like that about a book, because obviously you don't want to be able to predict what you're reading before it happens, right? Like, there's obviously that fun element of surprise when you're reading a book, which is for me a really fun form of escapism that is really exciting, right? And if you guys are not big book readers, I would really suggest try a genre that might surprise you. Like, I actually didn't think I would enjoy thrillers. I've always been a nonfiction kind of girl. Up until recently, I really started fall for thriller fictions, but I was never like that. And so if that is something you guys are thinking about looking into, I think definitely try it out, because it might surprise you, and it could be a fun way to be able to, I don't know, expand your either social circle. Maybe you can join a book club. Ang dami ko sinabi, all to say na suggest pa kayo ng more books. Please help me think of more book ideas. Kailangan ko na i-sharpen tong lip liner ko kasi sobrang napudpud na siya sa kakagamit ko. Ito talaga yung everyday ko ginagamit recently. Yeah, it's this one. And then yung sharpener niya nasa baba lang. So in case meron kayong ganito and hindi nyo alam, pag hinatak nyo to, sharpener siya sa baba. So if you want a pointier tip, you can do that with your lip liner. Ang hirap sa makeup kapag nag-enjoy ka, padami ng padami. Stop na. Stop. Pipigilan ko na yung sarili ko kasi kung hindi, buong araw tayo nandito. Okay. Let's get dressed. Okay, this is what I'm gonna wear today. Actually, nahanap ko lang to online. I wanted to try it. So far, not bad naman. I mean, for the price, I can't remember na, pero alam ko mura lang siya. And Instabella also surprised me with this package during Bloggers United. May lumapit sa akin. And parang naintriga ako kasi nakikita ko may mga nagpo-post ng ganito sa TikTok. So, tignan natin. Daanan ko lang. Hindi naman ako super mag. Ooh! Ang cute niya! It's so chubby. Okay. It's very lightweight, actually. So, daanan natin yung hair ko and then let's see kung matitame niya yung frizz. Okay, so meron siyang different levels. Oh my God! Akala ko iinit lang siya. May hangin pala. Okay, wait lang. I'll mute kasi baka maingay sa inyo. Okay, wait lang. Not bad. Considering mabilisan ko lang siyang dinaanan and also my hair was dry when I started. So, that's so cute. I'll put their account in the description box. Thank you so much, guys. Sobrang cute, super fun. And there you go. In fairness, thanks guys. Pakita ko lang, ito yung sensor na sinasabi ko. You can turn it on and off, and then pwede mong ibahin yung color. You can make it brighter or darker, and then more warm or more cool tone. And then, meron siyang sensor dito sa gitna. So, kapag namatay siya on power saving mode, to, I guess, save energy, if you put your hand like this, iilaw ulit siya. This one is from Taiwan. But I'm sure you guys can find something online. I'll try to see if I can find something online and link it in the description box. I wanted to wear this also with my necklace. This is from Penny Pairs. Has my initial on it. They sent it for my birthday, which was so sweet. I'll put their account in the description box down below. Actually, na-realize ko. Pareho silang may N. Siguro kapag may nakamit sa akin, Hindi ko na alam kung hindi nyo pa mahulaan yung first initials ko. Andiyan na lahat. Okay, let's go. Hey guys, so we are off to a follow-up at the hospital, and I need to bring all the records from Bora to the hospital here para the new doctor. Obviously you can't have the same doctor if they don't live in the same place, right? So yeah, we just gotta go for a follow-up and just hope and check and see that everything is okay. And at the same time I still have to work. So laugh lang, let's go.